Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Steel Tarot. Today is Sunday, May 21st, 2023. Back for your weekly reading. This is a really exciting time because we just had the new moon in Taurus beginning on Friday, May 19th. And so it comes after a period. Oh man, that was a bad shuffle. It comes after a period of difficult times where we had like a Mercury retrograde, which can often be they can be a challenging time. It's certainly a challenging time to start something new. And now we're kind of coming into this new moon phase, which I think is great. And, as you know, if you've listened to any of the other prior readings, this is really some of my favorite time of the year we're coming into. With the start of summer here in the Northeast. Just a wonderful time to be out and about doing things. We have the most amount of daylight. The longest day of the year is coming up in just about a month. So lots to love. So want to just kind of pull, I'm going to pull three different columns. And then I'm going to use the Pride Tarot deck. We're just going to pull some overall themes. We're going to pull three cards there. So the first one here, the first column, we're going to start with all in the upright position. We're going to ask Spirit for insights into something that we can start now in the new moon. Then we're going to transition into an area of creativity to pursue. And then we're going to talk about something we don't see coming. So something to start in this new moon period is the Four of Swords. Okay. The Ten of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Love it. And then in the area of the creativity to pursue, the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know why I was going to say Seven of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. Five of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles. And then in the area of what you don't see coming, Ace of Pentacles. Awesome. The King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's definitely something with finance coming in here, and it's looking very positive. And then the King of Swords. All right, so in general, a lot of great energy here. So in the area of something to start, we have a unique... let's just start with this general layout, okay? A couple of things. We've got a large representation by the Pentacles, so definitely something related to money, kind of wealth, affluence. So whatever it is, you're going to be channeling and pulling in more, attracting more abundance into your life. And it's having that abundance mindset, right? We're going to tie this into the law of attraction. It's all about having that abundance mindset. So interesting to me that on either corners, so on the lower left and the upper right, we have two aces here, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it might not be lost on you that the Ace of Wands is all about passion, excitement, kind of explosive kind of energy, which you definitely glean here, right? It's sometimes referred to as the sex card, and I think I'll leave it to you to determine why that might be, just based upon the illustration here. And then also you'll notice that we have sunflowers at the bottom. So they're drawn to light, warmth. They are drawn to energy. So there's a lot of energy there. And then certainly with the Ace of Pentacles, is again another brand new beginning, passion, a passion that brings wealth and excitement and abundance. Very exciting. And then similarly, I think here, you've got a lot of growth too. There's a lot of growth, which is part of like the sun. It's part of the energy, right? So I think, when you see luscious growth, it demonstrates a thriving success, doing very well, and, kind of responding to the light of the sun, right? So really excited to see these two appear in this reading. I think anytime, we've got something new, it's certainly great to hear that, right? But let's start first on where we, something new to start. So, okay, so they appeared in this order. So the first is, I think the Four of Swords. So when I think about it in the context of the question of saying, something to start, I think this is saying start meditating. This is start saying, quiet your mind and go within. The Four of Swords can often be about resting. It can also be a period of quiet, relaxing, maybe something along those lines. It's not lost on me that there's a star here. Not necessarily paid that much attention to that in the past. There's a star over in the horizon. It's very bright. So it's kind of like that could be your North Star, it could be making a wish. And I think that, I can just imagine myself almost meditating under the star. So I think this is really saying kind of go into your mind, do some meditation, attempt to slow your mind down. Allow your mind to be clear and spend some time in conscious meditation. Count your breath, pay attention to your breath, take deep breaths, and then count the inhales, hold it for a certain period of time, and then, similarly count the exhale, right? Because I think what this is saying is, we're coming out of a tough time. I kind of let in with that, right? The 10 of Wands, it's about putting down a burden. Like he's kind of at the end. You got to put down that burden. But if you don't want to repeat, as we know from the law of attraction, right? If we don't want to repeat the same circumstances and scenarios that we're experiencing in our lives today, we need to think differently. We need to tell ourselves a different story. We need to change the inner talking and the inner narrative. And I'll pause right here just to say, within my channel, I have a separate folder of some Neville Goddard. They're not long. They're just brief videos from others that are available on YouTube that are phenomenal in terms of talking through, the power of your thoughts and how to quiet your mind and the purpose and the intensity of our inner talking. And there's a lot of instruction and tips on how to focus your mind in a way that you can attract and slowly transition your mind away from limiting beliefs to beliefs that serve you and beliefs that are aligned with you. So again, I think this is, put down the burden. Don't stop being the martyr. Stop being, stop carrying all that worry and anxiety. Really start going within and, go into your head. Spend some time meditating. We're not all good with it. Whenever you get distracted meditating, just bring your mind back to your breath. Okay. And hey, this is all about a new passion. Find a new passion. What really lights you up? Take out a piece of paper, write down and put a line in the middle and write down on the left-hand side, things I'm good at, on the right-hand side, things I really enjoy and I'm particularly interested in. Okay. And just start listing things down there. What are you good at? Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe you're really good at that. Maybe you're a landscaper and you're really good with that. Maybe something that really lights you up is reading tarot. Maybe something that lights you up is doing yoga, right? Go down through that and find a new passion. Find out where do your interests and what you do well, where is there some overlap or alignment maybe? Because when you're doing something that when you start something that you think is related to, it might not be yoga, right? Maybe you're like, I really like yoga. Well, maybe the thought is you arrive at something and you're like, okay, you know what? Maybe I will start something new related to yoga, but not yoga. Maybe it's CrossFit, or maybe it's just, the spring, getting out on your bike, pull out your bike, get out and get some exercise, right? So I think that's a lot of great things on, what to start now with this new moon in Taurus. When we think about this middle column addresses where to find creativity, or I forget the exact way I formed the question. So hopefully you can either rewind or can remember how I phrased it. Where do I find inspiration? Where do I find spouts of creativity? And, I think part of it is expressing gratitude and pausing. There's definitely a theme of pausing here, right? So both the Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, they're both still. These cards are both, the individual in there, right, is both still. In a way, this almost looks like a memorial, like a sarcophagus or a burial vault. But regardless, there's stillness here. This person is kind of taking a look around, and he's amassed a lot, and he's done quite well. He's done well financially. He has, been successful. He's pausing and taking that in. So maybe it could be like looking around, kind of leveraging both of this as part of your meditation, right? This is continuing that. Is express gratitude and explore like, hey, what's gone really well for you? And, I think when you start appreciating things, you can start to be inspired by like, geez, you know what? I have really done well with work. And then, or, maybe you've opened up a flower shop that just came to me. And I don't know why a flower shop came to me, but maybe somebody out there listening has or is thinking about a flower shop. And if so, that's definitely drop the context in the comments down below, because I'm not really sure why that's coming to my mind, but it just did. And this is saying, I think, like finding inspiration is sometimes conflict, sometimes tough times, right? Inspiration comes from an area where we might have encountered something that was challenging or something that was a problem, right? When you encounter a problem, think about this, flip the switch away from the problem to the solution, right? So if you're looking to be creative, think about like, where do I have problems? Where do I encounter something, right? Because I think if you plug away at it, this Three of Pentacles, you could find an amazing potential solution. And it could be something that kind of was like aha moment. And, so again, express gratitude, identify an area where you've encountered, dissatisfaction, discomfort, an issue, a problem, and you're just like, oh, this is so painful. I hate doing this, or this is so difficult, and I don't like doing this. What is that? And if you kind of analyze and plug away at it, you might find something quite invigorating that could be something new. And that could lead to a new side business, a new gig, a new job, something, who knows? But I'm definitely getting that vibe here. It's kind of like explore, what has, when we look at it in this context, right? It's important to kind of come back to the nature of the question. Exploring where we can find potential creativity. How do we tap into creativity? How do we kind of use this new moon to explore some of that? And this is really understanding, like, where do you or somebody else have a problem? Like if somebody's like, oh God, I was just doing this and it's just so difficult. Or I've been putting off doing this because it's just so difficult and I hate doing it. Maybe it's something you like to do. Maybe it's a business opportunity, that's what it could really be. And the Three of Pentacles is like, this is pretty this is all about focus. This is all about skill. The Three of Pentacles can be like, threes can be about partnership, but I think in this scenario, I'm like, in this context, I'm like, this could be something that really lights you up and it's something you can really focus on and you become quite good at. So think about those problems that you're encountering or somebody tells you about and figure out, how you can solve it. And I think it'll come pretty easily to you because, again, we come back to meditation. So when we meditate, answers can come to us. Just remember, that's just inherently the law of attraction, right? Quiet your mind. Stop the logical thought for a little while and just let it run, all right? Let the mind just wander and find solutions to things, okay? And then in the area of like what you don't see coming, like I said, whatever this is, whatever you're doing here, it brings in tremendous wealth. It brings on a whole new opportunity. So I think, I see a good theme here from the meditation to kind of putting down the burden, kind of identifying and exploring new passions, taking some time to think about, taking some time to appreciate, but also think about like what has been a challenge, what has been difficult, what is something you don't particularly enjoy doing, or somebody else doesn't particularly enjoy doing, right? That could be the case too. Those are all opportunities. And it's going to be tremendous success and abundance. So this could be a brand new beginning. This could be a job opportunity. And it doesn't even have to be tied to this, right? This is what you don't see coming. This could be a job offer. Something is coming. There's an offer, an opportunity, a glimmer of insight that will inspire you. You get that spark, and it could be a valuable opportunity to make some money. And, the King of Pentacles here, this is a mature individual. This is somebody who is very solid. So this could be related to this person. It could be a very secure man coming in, a male energy that is coming in to offer you this particular opportunity. We also have the King of Swords. Okay, so we've got two kings here. Very strong male, well-established, solid foundation energy. Both have success. Both have been successful. Have a lot of money, have clarity of thought. They're able to articulate their ideas, and they will be clear, direct. There will be no manipulation. There will be no, pulling your leg or leading you on, nothing like that. So overall, I think that feels wonderful. I love seeing the two kings together. I love seeing all these pentacles in this reading. I think this looks phenomenal. Because the only, like I said, I think it's these difficult parts here, but I don't think in the context of the question they're difficult. And that's why tarot can be so interesting too, right? When you look at it through a certain lens and you ask a particular question, and again, the more specific we can be with the questions, the better. I would never want to ask a yes or no question, right? But I do gain a lot of there's a lot of positive vibes that I'm feeling here. So now I just want to use the Pride Tarot deck, which I haven't used in a little while, and just pull 3 cards for just overall theme, and we'll just kind of think about that. And I'll leave you with that. I will say I'm super excited. I have a new tarot deck coming to me. It's a crow tarot deck. So yes, it has black crows on it. So I'm excited for that. And it looks super cool. And the other thing, I actually have oracle cards coming to me as well. And the thing that interests me about those is that those can add value, I think, to a tarot reading. They often have phrases, words, ideas just to convey, and they can add some insight and additional details. So I'm excited to share those with you. I don't know if I'll have it for next week's reading, but keep your fingers crossed, okay? Put it out there into the universe, maybe it'll arrive in time. So overall theme for the week in relation to the tarot, to this reading, 9 of Cups, love it. 9s, this is a very unique one, right? This is the Pride Tarot deck that you're seeing here in the background, okay? It's this one. 9s are all about wishes fulfilled. They typically are, cups, all about emotions, all about, but usually it's somebody who's kind of, larger and pretty well fed. This one here is more about a female energy. She's got her hands held out though, so she's receiving. She's also has a lot already. She's almost like in a meditative state. It's a very unique card. It's very, very different. I like it though a lot. Again, great energy to have here. And then in the other area, we have the 5 of Swords. So again, we kind of have a little bit of conflict here, but this could be just examining like where you're experiencing some difficulties. And this could be, don't let those inner conversations or any like conflicts like hold you back. Okay, that's just something that kind of came to me because similarly here we have this like 5, which represents inner conflict. There's no doubt about it. So I think when I look at that, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think it could be in a conflict, but look at the plethora of positive cards on the outside, right? We have a lot. Not necessarily that one, but at least this one, 10s, it's over. It's over. So last card. Okay, is the Star. The Star. So this is all about like your North Star. This is all about like making the wish. This is about following your true north. This is about wishes, dreams coming true. Unique depiction of the star, but this is like moving to the light. It just kind of came to me, move towards the light. I think that looks really positive. I'm really excited about this week. This looks like a very positive reading for you. As always, please drop any questions or comments, ideas down below. And like I said, hopefully keep your fingers crossed. Put it out there to the universe that the cards arrive in time for my next reading. And we'll be back again soon. Have a great week, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.